Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? Sorry about not being able to bring y'all the Grown Folks Friday like we were doing during the pandemic, but seems I can't get my co-host lined up anymore. But that's all right because we're gonna keep on moving it on. When he gonna come on tonight, man? But something interesting happened, man. So I want to get some views, y'all, to see what are your thoughts and share your comments. So let's begin the conversation the way I always do with thanking those frontline people, those doctors, nurses, people working in bodegas, man, sending out that love and respect, and also condolences for those who may have lost someone. So there. But anyway, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, man, the Grown Folks Friday, man. I can't get my girls lined up no more, man, for some reason. So but we gonna make it do what it do. But I got an interesting topic, man, because my girl's over the house tonight. So she's upstairs pouting and just like I'm like, what the hell's the problem and shit. Where everything's supposed to be good, groovy and whatnot. And took me a while to pry out of her, man. She's talking about falling in love and y'all know, man, I live a polyamorous lifestyle. I'm not shy about that, and I'm very honest about anybody I'm seeing. I'm very honest about my life and who I am. And now she said, "All right, I'm falling in love with you." I said, "All right, cool. What you want me to do?" I ain't say it like that. But then she said, "Well, when we first met, you told me that you would be seeing other women, but I'll be the queen." And that's what I did. I tell her, I'll be seeing other chicas, but you're always the queen. So now she's not happy with that. She's not happy with the rules that we set out at the beginning of the relationships. And so I just wanted to hear from y'all. So what happens when you already establish the rules and then they want to do a bait and switch, man. They want to change up the rules. Now I know most of you guys are gonna say, "Look, she knew the rules coming in." But when you care a little bit about somebody, try to think a little bit deeper. But so I'm gonna hear what y'all got to say. What's up, Big Moose? Give a couple shout outs. Dre, Pete, Edgar. What's up, Evan? King Lockett. What's up, brother? Good channel, by the way. Mag Reed, Jamel Edwards. What's up, Jay? So that's the game. Hold on. So let me see what somebody got to say. All right, never change your mind. She will lose respect for you. It's a S test. Well, look, I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna change the rules. I told her what the rules were coming into the game. So I just told her, hey, I love you back. We all good. I'm here for you. I'm not sitting breaking up with you. But I think she was listening for that. I ain't gonna see other women, but man, y'all listen. Y'all know I ain't gonna flip the script like that. So she's upstairs mad as motherfucker right now. It depends on how you feel about her and your future with her. You know something, man? I'm at an stage in my life, man. But you get to a point in your life where you don't um, live your life according to how somebody else feel about it. If we were married 40 years, and yeah, okay, understandable. But at this age and stage, man, I can't move worrying about how you think or how you feel the relationship's supposed to be. I got to move and do things on Russell terms, on my train, And if you want to stay a passenger and stay on the train, then that's fine. And if you don't, hey, I understand. Uh, what's up, sis? So I can relate, Russ. That's happened to me. Stick to your guns. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns, man. I'm just trying not to be one of those evil motherfuckers about it. Trying to do it with some civility. That's the word, civility. But she knew the rules coming in. What's up, Beverly? Says women always do that. They play a role for a minute, then flip the script. They always got plans for. Well, see, the thing is, man, and I understand when feelings get involved. Ladies want to switch up. They want to change the rules because, all right, like she told me, I said, well, listen, when we talked about it, I told you that at the beginning of the relationship, and she said, yeah, but that was before. So I'm like, what's happened between now and before? Because at first, you were cool with the rules of the road, and I told you that I explained to her what polyamorous was. That you're the queen, like she said, and but I'll be having other women. And she's like, well, it's cool up until I'm in love with you now. So now we gotta change the rules. And I'm like, I can't go for that, man. I just can't do that. I can't do that. Nothing you can do, Russ. Women get fickle from time to time. Yeah, man, and she's up there fickle like a motherfucker. So I can't. Ain't nothing I can do. It's your world. Don't change your life for no one. And and that's what I say, man. Like I said, man, you get to, you know, especially when you change your lifestyle or change or try to base your happiness around other people. And the one thing I found out in life, and it's this especially for them young bloods, that you can't make nobody happy. You cannot make. I don't give a fuck. Now you can add to somebody's life, but you can't make them happy. If that's a miserable person, they're gonna be a miserable person with or without you. You can add to somebody's happiness. You can add to their add to their well-being, uh, add to their bottom line, but you can't make nobody happy. So and I've learned, man, I got to live life and achieve my happiness before I even attempt to add to your happiness. I got to be happy first. Look here, Russ. She testing you to see if you Bobby B or Rob Trent. Well, and I'm gonna tell you, man, if a woman tests me, she gonna lose the test. What's up, King? It says you must stand ground and stick to the rules from set at the beginning. So to bend a little, if you have a little feelings for her, don't fold though. And something, and you right about that. You right about that. I mean, right now, I'm not really seeing a whole bunch of chicas and shit like that. For various reasons. For various reasons. Since we've been together, man, we've been together about 2 months now. I've only saw two chicas, so that's one mango a month. Uh, but now she wants strictly to be me and her. She's like, nah, I don't want to deal with no other woman. I don't want to see no more condoms. I think that's disrespectful. And I'm like, yeah, whoa, 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 slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. So that's what we kind of at right now. Change the rules. Will she care for you as you care for her? Well, I do care about it, man, and I can honestly say that she do care. I can honestly, I can see it. I can see it. I really can. So Dennis says, understand something. There's no such thing as rules when you're dealing with a woman. The reason being is that women emotions evolve. and those rules are not concrete. And okay, I could definitely understand that. I could definitely understand that. LT, what's up? It's a no brainer, Russ. You're not going to bend, right? Now I'm not going to bend, because like I told, she understood the rules coming into the relationship. She definitely understood the rules coming into the relationship, and she was cool with it. She was cool with it. Well, I ain't gonna even say she was cool with it. She says she can handle it. She says, all right, you know. Um, and it's not even that she's seeing, signs and evidence and shit, because I got a maid twice a week, so whatever signs is left, the maid's cleaning the shit up. But she's with this all I'm falling in love shit, and I just want to make sure that that we're on the same level. And I told her, I mean, I care about you deeply, but whether I'm in love with you or not, that ain't got nothing to do with me being who I am. And so, you can't ask a motherfucker to change the rules in the middle of the goddamn game. It just can't happen. Uh, and all this pouting and crying and shit, because just crying, crying and pouting and shit. I mean, that's not gonna sway me. I'm going to drop the way of the Superman audiobook in a few days. The situation is in most chapters. Yeah, man. Ladies tell you one thing. They tell you, all right, fine. Uh, we can do this, that, and the other. And then they want to flip the script, man. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. Black on, what's up, Russ? It's easy to schedule your outside mangoes the days before. It may comes. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do. But it's not that I'm even like really, because seeing a whole lot of mangoes. Like the maid came today and left at 4. She got here about 5:30. My girl. So everything is cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Everything is cleaned up. I seen somebody the day before. So it's not even there was no evidence and shit. This shit just kind of came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? About me being with you. And I told you, man. I mean, I can't. No, I don't do the whole one man, one woman thing. I don't see the sense in it. Honestly, I don't believe in the shit. So I can't do it. What's up, Cass? Says Cash App or Western Union when sending money to Chicas. Any advice? Cash App or Western Union when sending money to Chicas. Any advice? If a chick got a Cash App, first of all, Cash App, Chicas don't have no Cash App. If she has a Cash App, she evidently has a friend. It's probably that she's using, that when you send that Cash App to that friend is going Western Union her. And like I said, I ain't never tell a man how to spend his money. I mean, but if you Cash App and all Western Union Chica money, man, make sure that you getting something in return. So I'm gonna say that and leave it right there, brothers. I'm gonna let you do you. The decision is hers, Russ. Initial conversation has already been had. And your most polite voice, that's how you tell it. And you know something, I have been telling her that. Well, actually, I haven't really been touching. I just basically told, look, I care about you. I don't plan on breaking up with you. Everything is cool. Keep doing what you're doing. But like I said, she's trying to listen for that. You the only chick, and it just ain't like that. I ain't built like that. I'm never gonna be built like that. I don't want to be built like that. So um, I think we pretty much all in agreement on this shit from the comments I've been seeing. Red Pill Nia, what's up? If you let her change you, then she will leave you for a man who used to be like you were in the beginning of the relationship. Nah, I'm not changing, man. I'm not changing. Cigar Talk, what's that? He said, La mujer esta. Hold on, let me put this up here. I think I'm understanding. All right. So he says, the lady The lady is, I don't know, in Marada, I guess the lady is emotional, a queen of Puerto Plata. Lady is emotional, a queen of Puerto Plata. I think that's mostly what that message is saying. Let me know if I'm correct, Mr. Cigar. Fabioso, when you start going downtown, chicas feeling start bouncing around. Yeah, man, but listen, most of these chicas know that they men got side pieces. I'm gonna tell you, it's like it's almost natural in DR for dudes to have side pieces. So I don't understand with her even asking me about changing the rules and shit, especially when this shit is just so common. I mean, just outright common here. Bruh, she flipping the script because you playing her, but she playing you. Now she ain't playing me, man. I can tell you. All right, so God, she's in love with the king of Puerto. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I knew it was something like that, man. My Spanish is still. I got half the message. So evidently, God Talk said the woman is in love with the king of Port Plata. And so I see that red pill Neil understands Spanish. But I ain't got none of my ladies in here tonight. I would love to hear what a woman has to say. Because guys, man, we pretty much in sync with this situation. What's up, Jay? He said if she's down with you, it shouldn't matter. But if she has had an ulterior motive, now something I ain't think about that. If she's had an ulterior motive, I would be questioning her. I'm sure you treat her well. I treat her absolutely well. Treat her well, treat the family well. But I ain't think about that. What is the ulterior motive behind this bullshit? I mean, who is she talk to? So yeah, I like that. I like that. I think I need to dig. I need to peel the onion back a couple of layers and find out what the fuck going on. I like that. I like that. Your house, your rules. If she don't like it, she can step. All right. So what's Alonzo? What's up, man? Just want to have access to all your resources. I mean, listen, if she got access to me, she got access, limited access to what resource I choose her to have. I choose her to have access to. But ulterior, but something, man. But the brother said it right, man. What's the ulterior motive? What is the ulterior motive behind one and flip? Well, we ain't had no arguments, fights, nothing like that. I set up a couple of rules. She's playing by the rules, so we good with that. She ain't asking for no money. Uh, so yeah, what is the ulterior motive behind flipping the script instead of letting the shit ride good? Because like I said, her only complaint at this point is, I know you got other women. But like I said, you ain't got no evidence. I mean, one day she found, my nightstand, but that go, man. That shit was at least 6, 7 weeks ago. So at least she got over that. So yeah, so when she came out with this bullshit tonight, I was like, where exactly is this coming from? Where exactly is this coming? My brother got says humble brother says don't fall for it, bro. And that man, I ain't falling for nothing, man. I ain't falling for nothing. Wants to change? Nah, ain't nobody gonna change me, man. Outside of finances, it's a stress test to see if you're really about the polygamy. Excuse me, damn, the polygamy, or if you're gonna punk out on your principle. Ain't nobody punking out, man. Ain't nobody punking out. Nah, she's gonna have to learn to deal with who I am. If not, we keep it moving. tailor-made connection going in and out, or is that my phone? Nah, it's going in and out. I got the internet hooked up to my wire internet. So if you see it like the lights getting dimmer and shit, man, I mean, matter of fact, I've been dealing with my landlady, man, telling you need to get the electric in this motherfucker fixed. I mean, this house, man, it's a nice house, it's a nice crib, perfect location, perfect for everything. But it's like just one fucking problem after another. So if things do not get fixed to my satisfaction, I will not be here next year. I can tell you that much. And I let her know that as well. So, nah, brother, it ain't you, it's me. And this internet would have went out if I had not put it on my my wire, my pocket. I have a pocket internet, pocket mobile internet. So I feel like when I doing vlogs now, that's probably the best way to do it. That way, even if you lose electricity, I have an inverter that will automatically cut the lights and shit back on. But it will turn off that internet where it disconnects it. So now I'm figuring this shit out, man. I mean, I do not and have not had this issue in sewer in my condo. So it's definitely whoever built this house, and that's why I was telling you cats about not just you got to know who the builder is when you start building shit down here. Otherwise, you're gonna have a series of problems like I'm having. Even nephew Skrilla, he's getting ready to move out of his house. He's on a business house, and the house is brand new, But whoever built it did a fucked up job. Just series of issues, a series of issues, a series of problems. So that's what's happening with that. Yo, so, what's up, boo? What's up? All right, I got a question for you. Uh, so the title of this, what happens when she wants to change the rules? So my girl who was cool with me having and living a polyamorous lifestyle now is not cool with it. Now she wants to be the only one. She wants to be the only one. So and I'm basically telling her it's not going to happen. So from the female perspective, because we had all males up in here, let me know what you think. And if you want to come on, if you want to come in, let me know. If you want to come in tonight, matter of fact, I'm gonna send a little invitation, girl. Hold on a second. Copy. All right. So if you want to come, if you even want to come into the spot, just hit that link. Come on in with me. But tell me, so from a female perspective, what's up, Felicia? That link is for you too, baby. I need some females. So, and good evening, Felicia. So you just getting in. I'm gonna explain it one last time, real quick. And I just sent out the link. I'll send it again. But my girl was cool with me seeing other chicks. Well, not cool, but she understood the rules. And now, not so much. She says she falling in love and she only wants to be with me. And she want me to only be with her. She said, because I don't want to get hurt. So, brothers have pretty much said this evening that, hey, you knew the rules coming in. Don't change. And one brother even brought up a really good point about what's the agenda behind that? What's the what led you to change the rule all of a sudden? Now, I understand when we're emotional and sometimes they say shit in the beginning, then they start catching feelings, and their feelings say, hey, we need to change it up. So I need to hear what the ladies got to say. And if you want to come in, like I said, I sent out the link twice. I'll send it out again. Come on into the chat tonight and let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. All right, so what's up, D-Stroke? What if a lady is dealing with depression and thinks her brain is okay? Please, bro, give me an answer. Let me do this. What if a lady is dealing with depression and thinks her brain is okay? Being a brother that deals with depression, that's a whole nother chapter. Man, you just so man, if somebody's suffering from depression, if they in their feelings and in that bout, man, you just gotta tell them whatever you need, whatever they need to hear at that moment to get them up out of there. Then after you get them into a righteous state of mind, then you can be like, hey, listen, let's have a conversation, and this is the deal: A, B, C, D, and E, and let them know. Shit, listen, I had to let you know. I had to say whatever I had to say to make sure that you was okay. But this is the real deal. But yeah, because I like I said, man, if I know a brother or sister dealing with some shit, I'll say whatever I gotta say to get them through what they need to get through, and then we can sit down and have a real conversation. What's up, real brother, man? Real, I ain't messing with you no more, man. Y'all got me drunk as hell up in that spot up in Greg's spot flip flop yesterday. Man, I was shit. Man, I love you, brother, but man, I'm gonna have to hide when you motherfuckers come around. God, dog. All right, so Miss Felicia, yo, so Kayla, I ain't hearing from y'all. Give your brother a little word of wisdom tonight. See how these lights keep going on and off? Man, it's like living in a ghost town. What's up, Mr. Exclusive? What's going on, brother? What up, King? Got a mentor on my crypto engineering journey. Laptop, lifestyle, and effect. That's what I'm talking about. If she can't handle the poly, she can't move back in with me. ah, hey, well, she ain't moving with me. She ain't left mama yet. I mean, honestly, if she wanted to come in and stay for a little bit, I can even handle it, man. Sound like she afraid to be bumped out of her position. Nah, but she ain't. But you know something? I haven't even given her no reason to think she's being bumped out of her position. So I don't understand, all the feelings tied up in this shit right now. Or I can understand the feelings, but let's not change up the rules. All right, so what you got to say? Sorry, what is the question again? Back and forth from my computer. All right, so here's the deal. Told my girl, my polyamorous lifestyle, explained it to her. She said she was cool, right? She may not like the situation, but she understood. So now she talks about she's falling in love, and she wants me to assure her that she's gonna be the only one. And I told her that ain't happening, basically. So, what do you ladies got to say? What do you ladies got to say? What's up, Ben? He says, brother, it's at least 20 women in each man in the Dominican Republic. Norm is always a few women on the hip, especially if there are those Dominican men not getting no money, so they can't complain. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, man, to find a really good one, find one that you specifically can mold, pick out, like I did with this one. That ain't easy to find. I'm gonna tell you, that ain't easy to find. Because the young girls, most of them, man, if you mess with the young chicas, you better find them before they hit the ground. Because once they hit the ground, it's like a mango falling from a tree, it just fruit just start getting spoiled. Now, if you mess with an older chick who got a shit together, now she's cool, but she's kind of set on how she want to do shit too. You know what I'm saying? And likes to push the buttons a little bit. So me, I just said, let me do a build a bear project shit, you know, and shape her. Get the one that got all that coal on them, like my brother earn money guy. Uh, and harvest that diamond through that coal. So and that's what I got. I've been building this bed, man. I've been harvesting this diamond. So now it ain't even. I'm trying to give it up, but I'll give it up before I change who I am. So Big Moose. What you say, man? Russ, I have a question. Would you allow 2 or more women to move in with you? It depends on the 2 ladies. It really do. It depends on the 2 ladies. If 2 ladies, if they cool, it depends a lot on their attitude. Depends a lot on their attitude. Felicia, how do you really feel about? I like her. I like her. She's cool. I mean, I like. I'm not in love, but I like her. I enjoy being around her. She's cool. She's moldable, which I really love. So yeah. Yo, so well, you were honest with her, and she knew from the beginning how you get down. So she either has to take it or leave it. There you go, Jess. This conversation is over. This conversation is over. I mean, basically, Yoso is saying the same shit that we say. And like I said, it ain't like I sat up there and lied to her. I told her the truth straight up. This is it. This is me. This is who I am. So, all right. What's up, Jay? He said, tell her no comprendo. That's no condition. Well, love ain't got no conditions on me. Cause like I said, man, I gotta be who I am. What's up, Matt? Buy NVI stock and hold it for 1 year and live like TMD. Hold on, write that down. NVI. I wonder, can I get that on Stash? Yes, gentlemen, there's always time to talk about money. I'm going to my Stash app. I don't know if y'all use Stash app or not, man, but it's a really, really good app. Very simple to use. That's what I like about it. So I'm putting that in the NVIA. Ain't nothing coming up. I gotta go to my Charles Schwab account. Ruthie, what's going on, Ruthie? Did you hear the question? Let me see what she got to say. From my experience in dealing with a man that wanted to live that lifestyle, it's best you let her go. She is not going to be okay as I was not okay. I found out 12 years in the relationship. Wow. Wow. So my question to you, Ruthie, is what made you stay 12 years in a relationship like that you did not want to be in? Just a question. Boom, what's up? What's up? Thank you for the super chat. Boom in the room. Russ, thanks for talking on these very important topics. Man, passport renewal is painful these days. Otherwise, I'd be at Flips last night too. Man, every time I go to Flip Flop, I get in trouble. That's why I try to keep my car going. Every time I go, I have a great time, but I get in trouble. Every time. Every time. All right, so Tim Rich, what's up, brother? I know this brother. Hey, Russ, it's in our DNA to have more than one woman. If I'd stay with just one woman, I would go crazy. I would too. I would too. And I'm not saying that, maybe to some guy, one woman ain't enough. And if that's your lifestyle, then I ain't mad at you, but it's not mine. That guy, stick to your stance. She's worth it. Negotiating would be the next move, but she just can't expect you to do a 360 because she won't change. I mean, like I said, her whole rule was just don't have nobody in the bedroom we sleep in. Cool. I've done that. So I don't. So I'm respecting her wishes. So I think she need to respect my wishes. Because it ain't gonna change. And yep, y'all seeing them lights go dimming out? It's crazy living here, man. She did whatever she had to do and agreed with it in the beginning. Now that she knows you like the she is trying to push her agenda. She forgot she is working with a boss. Hey man, if she's waiting for me to change, it's gonna be a cold day in hell. I can tell you that much. What's up, Kim? It's just a big shit test. All women shit test men. Stick to the script. You start changing the rules, you have changed the game. She will lose respect for you because she just learned from it. All right, I like that. Kim. Thank you, Miss Kim. Appreciate that. Or Kim could be a dude. So if I got it wrong, I apologize. I know some dudes named Kim now. Seriously. Look at that singer. That brother's bad. Love his music. So Miss Felicia said, at D Wayne, you got a good point. So what did D Wayne say? Try to find it real quick. So Dean Wayne says, "First, remember, if you get ill, she will be the first to trust. She will be the one to trust. Keep her respectful and discreet." And that's what I do. I mean, she does not see any evidence of anything around it. You know what I'm saying? There's no hair. You know, if she see any hair, it's gonna be the maid who cleaning up. Because any other chick had got to take a shower, you know, in the guest bathroom, and she'll never go in that goddamn bathroom. You know, she may straighten up like areas I'm in, but you know, so there's no evidence of anything. You know, I think it's just a little crutch in the back of her mind. All right, so let me see. All right, so Ruthie, hey, thanks for coming back in, Ruthie. She said, I don't know. It was like that, and then I told him I was not okay with it. He told me I switched the game up. At the end of the day, he was not true to me about it. I found out the hard way. Now, well, see, that's not my story. That's not my story, Ruthie. I told her day one. Day one, this is the deal. Day one. So that's why, you know, when she's, you know, hit me with that message today, you know, you told me about you can be with other women, but I be the queen. I said, you still a queen, you know, but just want to be the one. I can't do that. I can't do that. You know, I can't do it. Can't do it. Red pill, you can't negotiate genuine desire. She's either down with poly or she's not. I agree. I agree. And I'm not gonna stay here long, y'all. I just wanted to get your opinions because that was something that came up tonight. And I was like, well, let me get a couple of opinions on this. The question is, are you going to let her walk away? I don't think she's going to walk away. And I'll tell you, and I'll get back to that in a minute. If you give her the ultimatum, her choice might not. Her choice might be to walk. I guess if she chooses to stay, she might be miserable. Question: does she have the same freedom? First, all right. So let's take it. The question is, Are you going to let her walk away? If she want to walk away, then that's on her. It's going to be hard pressed for her to find somebody who treat her like I treat her. I can tell you that much. And that shit just, you know, find a guy like me. I'm sorry, it's a one in a million. Shit, that's where I feel. Um, does she have the same freedom? You talking about to have a dude on the side? Yeah, if she don't get caught, shit. But once she caught, you know, shit, I already know I'm gonna end it. Because unless she's doing what I do for her, it's you know what they say, even swap don't make a swindle. But right now, you know, the weight of the scale is on my side of what I'm giving her in the relationship. Now, and I do understand there are some give and takes. Absolutely, absolutely. But like I said, I established those rules pre-relationship, so she knew exactly what she was getting into. And if a woman want to walk away, shit, I don't want nobody who don't want me. So I'm never gonna be a guy who's gonna stand in front of you and don't leave me type shit. It's that's just never gonna happen. That's just never gonna happen. Basically, Russ, before you get any more emotionally invested, you probably need to move on. It may be tough, but unless she changes her mind, that's the best way. Well, you know something, after tonight, I'm gonna see how she moves. Like tomorrow, I'm actually having a couple people here at the house, just doing something light, not doing no crazy parties like I normally do. Matter of fact, I may even go live and introduce my YouTube channel to it. But And I'm just see how she acts. See how she acts. If she started getting funky, then hey, I know the situation, and it's goodbye. I would hate to honestly let her walk, but hey, she gotta do what's best for her. If you get ill, she'll be the first to watch. Have your revolver on your pillow, even old yellow flip. Damn. In America, they made it illegal in the late 1800s. Another storm coming up for the plotter. It's in red alert. All right, so I didn't know. Yeah, it rained all day today, so there's another storm on the way. It kind of had little effects today. So Rich's man said, I guarantee she was already in the guest bathroom with a flashlight and a white glove inspecting when you were knocked out, overdose on her on her back. All right, I know what you're saying, brother. Yeah, she might have been because I mean I trust her. Like I had some work done in the house the other day, so and I need to get somewhere, so I told her to come over watch the crib. Because I could trust her like that. She came over. I was gone for a few hours, so maybe. I wouldn't put it past Jack. Look, long as she keep it discreet, shit. I'm not gonna sit up and worry about the shit. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I tell you, man, I'm a selfish bastard, bro. I don't I don't do the do as I do. I do the do as I say. Tell her keep it 100. You're getting feelings for her uncle. You put in a lot of work, and you don't want to lose her. Don't treat her like a mango. I'll say that. And sir, and I'm gonna say, brother, I don't treat her like a mango. I do not treat her like a mango. I mean, I'm constantly, giving her little gifts. Making sure that being thoughtful. Like I said, when she had a little thing for her sister, I went out after curfew, man, 6:30. Went over to have enjoy a little celebration. Of course, down here in DR, uh, if you're in a cab, they're not really gonna mess with you, man. So I know a guy who knows all the back roads, and I hung out. So nah, man, I definitely don't treat it like a man. I definitely do not do that. And she definitely knows that. Well, she don't know how I treated mangoes, but she got to know I definitely no. She gets treated like a queen up in here. I'll say that. Sickness thing is real, Russ. She may not be willing to bring you out of sickness because of the past. Maybe. What's up, Miss Ruthie? I feel you should let her go because she is not okay with it. How old is this woman? Because age plays a part in it as well. Her mind is not able to process what she got herself into. Um, uh, well, let's just say she's a hell of a lot younger than me. Okay, so she's in it. She's in the 20s. She's in the 20s, very early stages of it. So I'll say that 4 billion men relax. Let me see. Do you feel funny holding your financial advantage over? Nah, because I don't hold it over. I don't hold my financial advantages over. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I give my girl a stipend every 2 weeks. That way she don't have to ask me for money. I give her money on the first. I give her a set amount of money on the 15th, and it's enough to take care of her bills, enough to get her hair done, enough to do whatever she want to do. Whatever she want to do. In between, I may throw her a little 500,000 pesos here and there just for transportation because I know she's coming back and forth. But she gets more money than she ever made. I can tell you that much. So I don't see it as me holding my finances over her because I share with her. She comes here, she eats what she wants, does what she wants. She want to go out to dinner. That's no problem. So no, it's not that I hold them over. I don't. I don't. A person who holds their finances over somebody who's very tight, who's very cheap, who's like, no, what do you need this for? Well, I need to get the, well, I'll go with you. I don't do that shit. I like, here's X amount of money every 2 weeks. Do you do what you want? I don't care what you're spending on. Give it to your mom, help her out, whatever. And I know she's probably doing that with a little chunk of the money that I give her, and that's cool. And that's cool. But no, I don't do the whole holding for financial advantage over somebody. I just don't do it. I think that's kind of weak. Oh really? So I don't know what Kayla said oh really to, so I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, so this exclusive, you got the money, Russ, let her walk, she'll be paid. He was still only survive 3 weeks without food. Apparently, you feeding her good, stabbing nose to keep his mouth shut. Talking about open, she needs to join the club. Well, like I said, man, look, if she want to leave, she want to step, I'm not gonna stand in the way. Uh, but once you step, you may not get a chance to come back. Not being disrespectful, but damn, bro, how long have you been with her and we having these issues already? Didn't you just have these issues with the Venezuelan lady? No, with the well, her 2 months, her 2 months. Yeah, the Venezuelan lady, yeah, she just told me she ain't gonna take it. She just, no, I'm out. And I respect it. She stepped. She stepped. I got her, hey, I got it. But me and the Venezuelan, we still cool. But I don't really see her like that, just when I need her. Like when I was hurt one day, man, I just, whew, and I needed somebody to come over here and take care of me. I called the Venezuela, came over, paid her some money. She told me she didn't want me to pay her. She didn't want me to pay her, because we still look out. I still look out for her, but we're not, bumping or nothing like that. We ain't smashing nothing like that. But she's cool, and so I still, if she needs me, I'll be there for her. All right, Red Pill Neil, buy it over time. Accumulate as many shares as possible. All right. So y'all talking about that other stock. I'm gonna look into that though. All right. So the boss says she's too young. Hey, I'd say this. He called me first. I'm cool with her parents. I've been over there. I met her whole family. So it's not like I'm trying to hide anything. She knows exactly, my age and everything. But see, the thing is, y'all looking at shit from a matrix mindset too. And when you over here, it's totally different. Over here, honestly, it's because you see it so often. And I'm not talking about with just gringos and Dominican chicks. I'm talking about Dominican men and Dominican women. You see a lot of older Dominican dudes, younger Dominican chicas. Their biggest thing, like even talking to my biggest thing is how you treat her. If you treat her well, I ain't got nothing to say. They pretty much, ain't no biggie. I mean, when they have something over there, I go over there, hang out, whatever. I've invited a family over here. So, like I said, you can't see things from a matrix mindset because I don't live in America, you know, and therefore I don't follow American rules on any goddamn thing. So, like I said, come over here and then talk to me about it. What's up, Pete? Wes, she realized that you are the prize. She's getting a lot of peer pressure from her friends and family to lock you down. She is not waiting to share the winnings with no one, anyone. And I think that's what it is. I really do. I think that's what it is. Um, because I mean, like I said, I treat her good. Like I said, I give her a set amount money, and it's not holding any money issue over it. I give a little presents because I know that's what women like. Women love those little presents, and it doesn't necessarily mean buying the chick an iPhone or something like that. But a little perfume here, a couple of blouses there. You see a little watch online, Amazon, $25. You order that little shit. I mean, it's not really costing me nothing. So, I treat her well. I do. I treat her very well. I treat her very well. And when somebody does treat you good, you get used to that. You get used to having money in your pocket. You get used to, you know, I got, I get a nice bottle of cologne, or you come over and you get a nice blouse, or, I may take you shopping, or like, here, throw you in the pool. Hey, here's money to get your hair done the next day. So you get, yeah, she get used to that. And like I said, and she was kind of like more sheltered. That's what I like. She was very, you could tell she was very sheltered. She ain't like these street chicas, man. Believe me, I know enough street chicas to know if they a street chica, know if they're a mango street. You know what I'm saying? She was nothing like that. That's what I like about her. You were bragging about how good that pussy was and how you weren't looking for any side sex. It was the power. I was saying I wasn't bragging how good the coochie was. I said it was good. It was, hey, she makes me not want to get out there. And I've been very conservative on getting out and actually smashing something else. Like I said, in 2 months I've only smashed 2 different women. For me, that's a goddamn record. That's a record. That's a all-time record high. But quite honestly, I ain't really I ain't really looking, man. I'm really not. I'm really not. What's up, General? This nice blouse, little bottle of perfume. I'm gonna tell you, man, little stuff like that. Look, bro, little stuff like that. That means a lot to a chick, man. Trust me. That means a lot to a chick. Now, in America, it don't mean shit. America, shit, nah. Give me some Gucci. Get me a new computer. You know, hey, listen. I ain't in America. I'm gonna let y'all handle that big financial loss. I ain't in America, but like I said, with my girl, I buy little gifts cost me 15, 20, $25. Happy as hell. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So man, let me tell you something, brother. That's why I keep telling you, brothers, come on up out of that matrix. Come up out of that matrix. Learn something new. Save some money. I love me so-called. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy her that. So I guess he's talking about you, Yoso, Kayla, and inverter next week for them to multiply the powerhouse. Man, nah, it's this house. It's this house. I'm telling you. I got an inverter. It's this house. That's why the lights ain't go totally out. But I got an inverter. It's this damn house. Period. So my landlady know time is running out before I pick up out of here. All right, man. So what? We coming up on a nut. We coming up on an hour. Damn, I didn't even know I was gonna be on that long. All right, Perfume USA, you better duck. She throwing it back at you. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. See, like I said, man, you cannot do that in the States, man. Chick in the States, man. Shit. I can take my girl to get her hair done, get her feet, get her nails done, and spend 1,000 pesos. Seriously, 1,000 pesos less than $20. I remember when I was in the States, I took my girl, because some days I just had, me, you, Dave, we just gonna pamper ourselves, take it to get our mani petty. Man, when we left that nail salon, she was like $180. I'm like, I got a simple manicure and pedicure. What the hell did they do to your feet and hands? Give you nudes? It was putting on those new fake nails. It was polishes. It was those little, just, all those specialized nail treatments that she wanted on the neck. Man, I like 180. What the hell? But my shit runs about 40. So what the hell did you get for 140? But down here, shit, $20, bro, you the man. $20, you the man. And then give a nice bottle. And it's not like real cheap ass perfume and shit, because on Amazon you can get some nice perfume. You know, I can't think of any name perfume like Diamonds or whatever at Liz Tip. I mean, man, Amazon, they be selling that shit on sale all day long, man. So, nah, bro. Y'all better recognize. I'm telling you, man. That's why you come out here, save some money, get a nice honey, treat her right. Hopefully, she'll let you live your life your way. Because I got to live mine. All right, so what happens if she steps out? If she steps out, she stepped out. If she steps out, she stepped out. There's no coming back. I told you I'm selfish like that. They don't say $20 in DI. I'm telling you, you are. Man, let me tell you, brothers don't know. Half or more people in that chat never dated a Dominican woman. I spending $100 on a date with an American woman barely gets you a peck on the cheek. Get you a peck on the cheek, man. $100, she'll think you cheap if you spend $100 on a woman in the States. Now, you may have some women in the States that got it going on that honestly may not care. Honestly may not care for a while. But after it's like it's been going on for a minute, and it's like, hey, brother, I know you got a job. What's going on? I'm telling you, man, it's but because I've dated some good women in the States, I ain't gonna lie. But has it cost me some money? Yeah, it has. It has. It has. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, come on out, come on down to Dominican Republic, change your lifestyle, do something different. But there's still some good women down there. There's still some good women there. You can't expect a chick that's not polyamorous to understand and live by the guidelines of polyamorous men. Listen, I don't expect anything. You know what I expect? I expect to live my life and enjoy it. I expect that I got more days behind me than more days ahead of me. And like I said, if a lady is if you want me and I tell you these are the rules set up to stay on this train, then follow the rules, follow the rules, I mean, she got big space, she got a great life, she's up in a king size bed watching 65-inch screen TV. She got the whole house, pool, whatever. She want to throw something for her mom. I've let her throw a party over here, for the little family. Like I said, she has money. Shit, she gets gifts. Let me tell you something, man. If she want to step, I'm not gonna be the one standing in the way. Just saying. Yeah, it's true. You got bras in the States paying the whole field. Yeah, like I said, man, you still got some good ones in the state. They're hard to find. Like, and if you ask a woman, she'll tell you a good man hard to find. So it's you know what I'm saying. I don't think about states relationships no more because I don't deal with them because I live here. And but if I found a good woman in the States, honestly, that I think can handle me and my lifestyle, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I'd be with one. You know, I would. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would. But I know that ain't gonna happen. So I'm enjoying my life as is. Thanks for the game. I will be out there next year, work on that same job. 25 years is my time. Man, come on out here, enjoy yourself, bro. Come on out and enjoy yourself. I'm gonna read two more comments and I'm gonna get on out of here. And I'm still looking for that Dominican MILF whose family fit into, yeah, they got some down here, man. They got some down here. They got them down here. I'm telling you. All right, it says majority USA dime pieces are ruined. They ain't buying shit. See, this is the thing, and this is what I said the other night. This is what men like to do in the States. And let me give thank you, Too Smooth. Thank you for the super chat. So this is what men like to do in the States. Men want to sleep with dimes, marry nickels, and have kids with spare change. See, that's what men in the States want to do. I said it to you before. They want to sleep with dimes, marry nickels, and have kids with spare change. Listen, down here, you would have died. Period. So you be the choice master on that. I designed my life down here, my way. My life is tailor made. You can have yours tailor made. If she was smart, she would let it. She would let you do you. List of things you provided her is much more than majority of DR men can do for her. I said earlier, maybe negotiating would work, but nah, fuck that. It's not going. I'm not going to negotiate. It's not my. It's not negotiable. Say the alpha you are. She wants to change the way you are, old friend. I missed you in 2018. This is Sue. I'll be back again. Let's have drinks on me. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like I said, and it was pointed out. Listen, she gets treated very well, very well, very well, very well. So listen, if she want to leave, I understand. It's exclusive. Like Jim X said, give a dog a bone, leave a dog alone, let the dog roam, and she'll find a way home. Listen, men are very simple. Men are very simple. You know, if you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm for the ladies that's on the line. Men are very simple. Fuck us, cook, clean, and we good. Three things. Seriously, you can find a woman that can fuck you good, clean good, make a good meal. Yeah, man, listen, most men, I don't need much more. I don't need much more, and stay, and keep yourself tight. Shit, you don't need much more. Tell him. Men are very simple. Tell there's a solution and compromise if you can get her into other women. Now, I would love that. I ain't gonna lie to you. My lady is a buy, and we share. This way, you don't have to do anything without. No, I'm telling you, I've been in that relationship before like that, and I absolutely agree with you. But I'm gonna tell you, when I told her that I sleep with other women, she did ask me. She said, "I don't have to." That was the thing. I don't have to. I'm like, sleep with other women. She said, "Yeah." I said, "No, you don't have to." So she's not down with it. She's still. I tell you, she's been sheltered. So I ain't got her there yet. But can I? I think if we stay together, I say a year or two. Yeah, I can get it there. But she needs a little more life experience under her belt. Learning some Spanish down there is huge. So I'm telling you, my Spanish is getting better. It ain't good. It is getting better. She's in English classes 4 days a week. So she's learning a little bit more English. So we good. And I pay for that too. Now, if you know Spanish down here, man, let me tell you something. Oh my God. If you come down here as a male, or even a female, and you know Spanish, you already beat half the game. I'm telling you, 50% of the game is already done. If you know Spanish, 50% of the game. Ask the brothers on this chat tonight who know Spanish has been 50% of the game is already done. So you already, if you was 100-yard race, 100-yard race, you already at the 50-yard point. You already know who's gonna win. Me, I gotta find a way to catch up to that other 50 before we can even make it a fair race. But if you know like Alex, look at Alex. Alex, fluent Spanish, smart, money man, but I actually introduced him to his wife, Elisina. Found her here because she was down here looking at property. They met. She lives in Bermuda. Um, Hooked up, and she's American. She's American. She's still American. But they're getting ready to move to Santiago. But he found a good American woman that can handle him, his lifestyle, what he likes doing. And the brother speaks fluent, fluent, fluent Spanish. But he's still bringing, because for him, that's the biggest prize, bringing her here. So like I said, you still got some good ones out there, man, if you can find. But for me, my lifestyle, how I want it tailored, I got to do it the way I've been doing it. And God bless those for whoever doing it differently. I ain't mad at you. Hold on, I got to disagree with you. Most men don't want women to excel. No, no, I got to totally disagree, brother. Respectfully disagree with you. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the matrix, all I dated was smart women. Seriously, I always dated women with more education, higher degrees, maybe not more money, because I've always had, always found a way to make money. And quite honestly, through the hair business treated me very well for many a years. Um, but nah, man, men don't want women. Nah, I've always dated bosses. I've always dated bosses. So I disagree with that. I disagree with that because I've always wanted one. I don't want a broke. I ain't want no broke project chick. Does nothing for me. Does nothing for me because at the end of the day, especially when I'm on my grind, when I'm getting ready to make investments, I like a woman who, baby, listen, what do you think about this investment? Do you think it's a good idea? Them project girls who don't know shit, who only know project things, they can't do nothing for you. They can't help you excel now. So no, I respectfully disagree with you on that, brother. No. Because most men, if they smart, they marry up anyway. Most men, why you gonna marry a woman on below you or on your level? Unless you young. Now, if you young, y'all went dated in high school, yeah, y'all doing your thing together. But smart man ain't gonna marry a woman below him. He's gonna marry a woman, that's on that high level. Shit. She got brother, cousins, friends, and they found out in America treat them wrong. May not go in your favor. Dominican families don't play. Well, that's the thing, brother. I don't treat her wrong. I don't worry about that. I don't dog her. I don't put my hands on her. I don't do nothing crazy like that. I've met the whole family. They know. Now, if she decided to break up with me and she go home and say, "Hey, it's this guy, can't stop seeing other women," I guarantee you, the father, the brother's gonna be like, "Well, you left. Hey, I'm telling you, this ain't that type of culture, brother." Now, like I said, if I was treating her bad, put laying hand, whole different thing. But I don't care any culture. You lay hands on somebody, sister, brother, sister, mom, auntie, whatever. Yeah, you might have some repercussions coming. Love the culture, and the women here in DR will love you and know you are the real. Yeah, they do. They do, brother. Absolutely. All right, man. I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all time, man. Appreciate y'all giving me y'all voice on this topic tonight. So I'm gonna go upstairs and deal with it the best way I know how. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna smash, and everything should be all right after that. That's how you deal with it. Agree, Russ. I want that can do a spreadsheet, not just spread her legs. Yeah, I want that woman to do a spreadsheet who knows what a spreadsheet is. How about that? Between the sheets, keep money growing. You can do things. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. Listen, when I was in the States now, I was not getting with a dumb woman. Just wasn't doing it, man. Here, there are women on that level here, but they diamond in the rough, they cliquish, they with the Dominican mafia type families, brother. It's hard to get in that bush. So, but if I got a woman I could cultivate, I could turn that coal into a diamond. Look, I'm good. Anyway, y'all be good, man. Y'all be good. Peace and love. Have a great weekend. Like I said, I may go ahead and do a live tomorrow. Show y'all, what we do here at the house. Because it's not going to be a wild party. It's not going to be one of my usual suspect parties. So anyway, peace and love, y'all. Have a good night.